Hey guys, this is Daniel from Vanguard, and I'm here to bring you some deck update for Genesis. Now, the reason I decided to change the build is that with the first build, I usually had trouble getting a lot of soul because Saohime and Tatsahime were the only ones I could rely on for a lot of soul charging in one go. With Artemis Right Chain though, as I mentioned in the first deck profile, the soul charging engine is much better and reliable, which is what this clan needs to perform well. So yeah, so this is a start for Genesis. She's your typical check top 7, and if you have grade 2 or grade 3 Artemis, then you get to put into your hand, so pretty standard. Now this is where the things get a little different. Grade 1 Artemis, like all the right chains, she gets a 1000 boost if she has a previous version of her in the soul. Now her second skill is that if you ride a grade 2 Genesis other than Artemis on top of her, then she gets to check top 7 again. And if there's a grade 2 Artemis among the top 7, then you get to superior ride her, which is really good. This ride chain doesn't punish you as much as the Generation 3 ride chain does, so this is what you also need to be able to get some more soul if you happen to miss the ride chain. Now this is a set 11 card, which is Frog's Melissa. Her skill is that when she gets soul blasted, then you can counterblast 1 to bring her back to the field, which is a really good skill. It's just strict +1, and you get to also build up your field for practically not much of a cost. Unfortunately, it's not Grand Blue, so sorry, Warlykin. And of course I run 4 perfect guards, especially in a deck like this, since you do tend to soul charge a lot of random cards, including these, so you need 4. And I run 2 Cumin. I was running Tatsahime, which is a counterblast 2 and soul charge 3 if the boosted attack hits, but I just find it better because sometimes Tatsahime can turn out to be a little too much soul charging, and she's just this one's just a Succubus clone. If you put her on the field, then you get to soul charge 1, so just a moderate amount of soul charging, which is better since you do tend to deck out. And for grade 2, I run 4 grade 2 Artemis. She is where the better soul charging engine part comes into play. Of course, like all the right chains, she gets a 1000 power if she has a previous version of her in the soul. And her second skill is that when her attack hits the Vanguard, then you get to soul charge 2. And then if you have a grade 1 Artemis in the soul, then you get soul charge 2 more. So, which means that if you happen to miss the grade 1, but you got to soul charge her during that first soul charge 2, then that means that you can do the soul charge 2 again. So she's really good. She can be pretty flexible. I guess the only downside would be that it's a mandatory skill, so if you get grade stuck on this one, then you're going to be soul charging a lot. So, but she's still a good card. Soul charging is what this deck needs to perform well. So, and another new card from set 11 is Witch of Birds. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but yeah, she's pretty much the same as Melissa. When she gets soul blasted, then you can counterblast 1 to bring her back to the field. So, which means either an extra attack. I mean, aside from being a +1, that's an extra attack or just a free intercept. So you can get your field set up pretty easily with this card, and she's working really well. And I have 3 Saohime. She's also still good, just as good. If you happen to miss the ride chain, then she can, if her attack is the Vanguard, you can counterblast 1 to soul charge 3. So she's still good. She can also act as a pressure unit because your opponent doesn't want to let you hit with this. So, and for grade 3, of course I run grade 3 Artemis. Like all the right chains, she gets a +1000 power if she has a previous version of her in the soul. And then her limit break is that when she attacks the opponent's Vanguard, you can soul blast 3 to draw 2 cards and then put 1 card in your hand to the soul. And then this unit gets a +5000 power. So, she can generate quite a bit of hand advantage. She's pretty similar to Tsukuyomi in the draw 2 and then put 1 into soul aspect, so you can fix up any missing ride chain that you can put grade 2 Artemis into soul if you missed it, which will get her back to the static 11k. So, and she also gets a +5, which is very nice, so she can hit for good numbers against cross rides too. So, and of course I run 3 Himiko, the brake ride for Genesis. She's still good, 11k, and if you brake ride Genesis on top of her, then the Vanguard gets 10,000 and gives 5,000 to 2 rear guards, and the Vanguard gets the ability to Soul Blast 3 to draw 1 card on an attack. So she's still good, especially if you ride Artemis on top of her, then you can possibly do some combos like, if you drew Witch with Artemis, then you can use her skill to put Witch into Soul, and then you can then use the Himiko's Break Ride skill to Soul Blast 3 to draw 1, and then you can get the Witch back onto the field during the same turn. So that's a nice little combo you can possibly do. And I run 2 Iwanaga Hime. She's just as good. You can Thunderbolt your opponent, and with this build you can possibly do it twice in a game if you want, which it's not that common, but you can still do it. So, and the trigger line is still the same: 8 crits, 4 draws, and 4 heals. So yeah guys, that's pretty much the build. It's been working pretty well, much better than the one I had before, and all I can say is that you have to kind of moderate yourself when you're soul charging, because you are going to deck out quite often if you are not controlling yourself with that. So, but it's still a really fun deck to play. Artemis and Himiko make a really nice combo, so yeah, I really suggest to anyone who wants to play the deck to try it out when set 10 comes around in America. So yeah guys, that's the deck update for Genesis, and I'll be uploading a game of this if you guys want to see it soon, and then yeah, so I'll see you guys later.